on the previous episode. So this is it, are you ready? Our potential future farm? Wow. But do I buy it? That is the question. Hello everybody and welcome back to the farm. Well, not my farm. We're over here with the horses, and as you can see we have Twiglet and Jet joining Lightning, who's just over here. So they seem quite happy together. I'm just going to top up their water because it is running quite low. But yeah, this is going to be the arrangement for certainly a few weeks, just as we try and sort things out, since I currently, well, I do have a farm currently, but after today I won't have a farm. This is the last day that we actually have our farm before the payment goes through, and it's no longer mine. The reason why is because it's harvest day. I'm going to harvest the field. It is ready to go. So I can't delay it anymore, and there's no point delaying it anymore. So anyway, there we go. All three of them settling in together. I can see, yeah, they are distancing. We've got Jet and Twiglet together still, and Lightning on his own. I'm sure they get on fine. It didn't seem to have a problem before. Okay, so let's just jump into the gator. One thing I must point out actually is we have been paid for the silage which we sold. I think it's about £10,500. So that was pretty good. It's always worth doing. That's from this field. And we gave 3 to Ive, so very profitable. In fact, here is Ive now. Let's have a quick word.
How are they getting on together?
Fine. I'm very grateful that you agreed to look after them.
No problem. I'm happy to look after them for you. Especially as I have the extra silage now.
Ah, yes, well. Just let me know if you want any other fields mowing, and I'll do it for you. Free of charge, of course.
Absolutely.
Right, we must get on. So that field there is also very advanced. It's pretty much ready to harvest, I think. We're not doing it today. I don't have the time to do that field. The priority is to harvest our field at our farm, and also to move all of the machinery out. In fact, everything. We have to move absolutely everything that we don't want to just lose, since there is going to be a bulldozer going through the entire place. Very sad to say, very sad to hear as well. But, well, I think we all know the reasons why now, and it's just sad. There's the end of it. So, I've got my John Deere mower in the garage. That needs to come out. And we also have, well, we do have some bales as well. We have some straw bales. It would be good to keep them. The biggest problem is I have nowhere to put them, and even Ive doesn't have a shed or anything. So it would be quite tricky to store them. So I don't really know what to do with the straw bales. That is a big issue. I could just sell them. I probably wouldn't get much for them, but I suppose it is something. So I'm going to be renting a big transporter trailer today to bring everything down here, and also to do those odd jobs like moving the bales if we can do it. The biggest issue with those bales is I don't have a front loader tractor at the moment. We do have, well, I say we don't, we kind of do have a front loader machine. The mower has a front loader. Could it pick up a bale? It's tough. I wouldn't have thought so, but you never know. Maybe if we put a bit of weight on the back, maybe if we put the tiller on it, there is the potential for it to be able to lift it. Before we do anything though, any kind of moving of things, we are going to just get that field done. I want to get it all done and sold, sell the grain off. I'll have to check my silo too. I'm fairly sure we had some oats in there. I might have got rid of them. I might have given them to the horses. I'm not too sure. But yeah, as you can see, this place is full. Absolutely full of stuff. So mustn't forget this. And we've also got the tool chest as well, full of very expensive tools. Anyway, let's get the combine fired up. Now it has been some time since it was last used, well, a year, and we did use it quite a bit. As you know, we were doing quite a bit of work in Dennis's field. In fact, was that the last time it was used? I think it might have been. But really, in terms of combine harvesters, it hasn't done much work since its last harvest. And this isn't a very big field. we're underway and we're already on the other side of the field. The reason why I'm sort of rushing this is because we just have so much stuff to do today. I did initially have it on swath mode, but I've decided that probably chopping it is going to be better, since baling is going to take a long time. Plus, we don't have the front loader tractor, so it's going to be really difficult to pick up any bales that we do produce. So I think, yeah, this is just what we're going to have to do. This is a one-off. The other field, which we have, the big field, that will be baled, definitely, because that is where we are going to be staying. At least we're going to be keeping that field, so there is no rush to just, you know, get out of there. It is a very unusual situation, and as I said, if it wasn't so much money, I wouldn't have even agreed to it. Some people were saying, oh, you should have just pushed the price up, made him offer it even higher. But really, I think that price was, well, it's more than fair. £350,000 for 2 fields. I know it includes a house, but there's not that much land here. Maybe we could have done. Somebody said never accept your first offer. Yeah, well, there is some truth in that. Okay, so we do need to get the trailer. We're getting closer to a full tank, 58%. It's actually yielded really well. It's very good. But we do have the trailer. As I said, no point selling it. It's a good trailer, expensive, and it would be worth paying the transportation fees. But as I said, instead of getting a haulage company to move all of our stuff, or the stuff which we're going to take to the other farm, I am going to just rent a big transporting trailer. It's the most cost-effective way. Right, 78%. So tomorrow I have a viewing booked to look around another farm, and it's actually just really across the road. It's not far away at all from the previous one which we looked at. It is bigger, and it isn't in my price range. I think it's £550,000 if I'm not mistaken. So if we were to go with a farm like that, we would be having another mortgage of probably about £200,000, sort of back to square one, but with more money. Or at least more money in the assets. That's how we tend to live. We tend to live asset rich and cash poor. Is it a good way of living? I don't know. It seems to work so far. Right, okay, so we are almost ready to unload. Let's get that auger out. $98, $99, and finally 100. We are full. I'm in the case. Let's go and find our trailer. I could have said we're on the case. Oh, it's another one ruined. Right, there's our trailer. It's the sort of trailer which I would probably never sell, because it's always going to be handy. Sometimes you find that something is too big or too small. With a trailer like this, it's just right. The sheep are coming with us as well. It doesn't really matter whether we buy a farm which is set up for sheep or not. We'll just get an enclosure set up and we can get them in there. We can literally just put them in the field and give them some food. The biggest issue is the transition phase. So what I'll probably do is pay for the livestock market to look after them for us. It's most likely the best thing to do. Anyway, this is all going well. Let's finish the harvest and then we can start to move stuff. It's all going to our field, the other field, and I want to put a shed up.
It's too important to be your name. People go insane when you walk by. Girl, you should wear a name tag. Now
We almost made it. It is full again. So it's actually just over 2 full combine loads. That is impressive. It won't take long to finish. Okay, so our other crop is barley, but it should still be very good. I probably should have put oats in actually, come to think of it, because yeah, it's good for the straw as well. But anyway, what we'll do is we'll take this straight over to the field where it's going to be kept, and well, it's actually perfect because that's exactly where it's going to be used next as well. So we'll trundle over there. There's no rush, get the beacon on, and then we'll have to walk back and we'll tip that load of grain and hopefully make a bit of money. Just have to open the gate.
Yeah, we keep on dancing to the beat, and we keep on moving our feet. We keep on dancing, keep on vibing, keep on making it real. We keep on moving, keep on vibing, keep on making it real.
Okay, so now we've just got to get over this big bump. It doesn't even look like much, but it really is. Very rough. Just there. Right, so... yeah, I don't know exactly where to put the shed. I can get one built in the next couple of days. There's no issues about that, and it'll probably be about £15,000 because it'll be a good one. Actually, where I've put the manure is a pretty good place. That's really annoying. Or what I could do is I could sacrifice a bit of the crop and just sort of go into here. I say sacrifice, we could just harvest a bit of the crop. We could extend this grassy area. In fact, we could turn it into a yard. I could put a load of gravel down here. That'd be quite good. In fact, this crop is ready to harvest, so if I just jump into here and we'll just harvest a small section. Let's see what it looks like. Now it does slope away a bit, so I think maybe if I just stop about there, we'll go across to about here and then back up to the top. That'd be quite a good yard extension. We don't have to do it, I'm just drawing with barley. We'll see what it looks like. It would make it better though, because we've got a curve to the field. We could have a square there. Square of gravel. Just a rough temporary yard. I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, that sort of thing. I think that'd be good. Since I'm going to be keeping quite a lot of stuff here, instead of it being just a field, it can be a secondary yard. But it will take shape as the weeks go on. It's just for me to mark things out. Yeah, we'll put this over here. There we go. And I think that's fine. I think that would be a really good addition. Extending this area. Put the shed about here somewhere. Okay, so let's start walking back and we'll tip that load of oats. I just switched the beacon off. Mustn't forget the beacon. Now I do know a back way, so I think we're going to take it, 'cause it's a massive walk going all the way up the road. Here we are in this field. This is the one which we were renting once, and it leads into our field just over the other side of the barbed wire fence, just here. Which I can jump. There we go. Okay, so I will just check our silo and make sure we don't have anything in it. If we do have some oats in it, we can just top the trailer up. But I think we gave most of the oats to the horses. Next question is, who's going to buy the oats? Now, I usually do ring a few places to see what prices they're offering. But from memory, the mill seems to offer the best prices for the oats. In fact, all the cereal crops, which makes sense. So I think we'll probably take it over there. I'm just going to jump out here and take a look in the in the small silo that we have. Yep, nothing at all, completely empty. Let's go. Almost 9,000 litres, and then we'll drop the trailer off over at our other farm, our other field, and we'll come back and pick up our rented trailer. Now, I did actually speak to the dealership yesterday about it, so it should be ready. It was supposed to be ready for any time today, so with a bit of luck I can just drive there, hand over the money, and drive away. Here we are. So once we have sorted out everything that I need to do today, the moving of all the machinery, I will make a few phone calls and just see if anybody is available in the very near future to put a shed up for us, and also hardcore just gravel the grassy area. It would be good to get a shed up as soon as possible. Okay, so how much can we get for this? Hopefully something quite decent. Looking good. Very good. Yeah, as I said, the mill usually is the best place. It was also in the right direction for the other field. I should probably create a different name for it though, instead of just the other field. What do you think? What should we call it? Usually it would relate to something nearby, like a nearby landmark or something which we would remember the field by. I'm just trying to think. Well, it's literally next to Ives' house. It could be like House Field, but that doesn't sound very good. But along those lines, that sort of idea. Or the one that didn't get dug up. The big bump again definitely needs levelling off. Maybe I can get them to do that as well. Throw a bit of gravel on it or something. Make it a bit smoother. It's not really my land though, that's the problem. Oh, I could also get them to fix Ives' massive flood issue as well. There's a huge flood which we have to keep driving through. It'd be good to get that sorted. Right, so I'm going to put everything on this side. Everything else, I should say. We already have dumped a load of stuff over there. Okay, that's where the trailer can go. And now we head to the dealership to hopefully pick up the rented low loader, I guess we should call it. That's what it is. I think I'm supposed to be paying £600 because it's not a one-day lease. This is actually a 2-month lease. So the reason why is because I know that we have to transport stuff wherever we're going, whether it's 130 miles or 10 miles, it's going to have to be transported. Well, here it is. That's the one. So I better go and pay for it, and then we will start loading everything onto it. Done. Okay. It's going to be very handy. Much faster than just taking each implement individually, one at a time. That'd be so slow. We can probably get most of them onto here actually. And then we'll have the Ford towing something else. Probably something big. Okay, we're off. So yeah, everything is left where the auction was, and yeah, it's probably still quite muddy. But we'll just put on everything which is small first, and then, as I said, we'll put the biggest thing on the back of the Ford, which will drive independently. I'm just trying to think. It's the bales, isn't it? The bales are the biggest issue. How do we load the bales? Except for the rider mower. The only way I can think of doing it is to pick them up 2 or 3 at a time with the bale fork. But that would be painful. That would be so slow. We're going to have to get the mower out. Well, here we go. This is going to be interesting, especially if we don't actually have a pallet fork or a bale spike for this machine. Okay, so I have actually managed to get the pallet forks on, which is just a miracle. Yeah. Interesting. It looks quite crazy actually. It's some kind of mutated machine. But if it works, we can't laugh at it. If it can reach. If it can reach, then that is going to be everything sorted, really. That tiller is there for a bit of counterbalancing. Yes, one at a time, I think. Unless it's going to surprise me. Wow, that actually didn't seem to have a problem. Can he do two? If it can, that would be amazing. Okay, well, it can. So that is just unbelievable. Right, well, it's going to be the first time I've ever loaded a trailer of bales with a mower. But you've got to make do with what you've got. I am genuinely amazed and very pleased. I don't know if we're going to be that pleased with the money which we get from these, but at least it gets rid of them. Anything is a bonus if we get anything. Oh, yep, unstable. Very unstable. There's a lot of weight. I think it's snagging the hoses too. Oh, careful.
I am made to be free.
I have also noticed that we have the hay bales as well. Well, we don't have to be out of here until this evening, so I think probably after this vlog I will just get them moved across to the other farm. We'll keep them on the low loader until we have the shed, and just hope that it doesn't rain. But I can always give them to the horses. It's for the horses anyway. Once they run out of those 3 silage bales, they don't really have much except for what is growing in the field. But it's winter soon, so we need as much as we can get. Anyway, the final 2, let's just put them on the trailer. And, well, hopefully we can find some straps. I think if I just strap these ones on first, then we can possibly drive the whole thing up. It might work. Put them on the other way around. Probably going to feel very unstable. Whoa, yeah. But as long as they're on, just need to be on with a strap over them. Well, this John Deere has been amazing. Worth keeping just for that. Well, when you run out of agricultural tractors, you've always got mowers. Because I don't have a front loader, except for that one. Okay, so I'm going to go and see if I can find somebody who's going to buy them, and then we'll try and sell them. Oh, it's been a nightmare. I've been ringing everybody. Nobody wants straw, except for one person, Trevor. So we'll take it to Trevor. Yeah, none of these places want to buy it. They're not interested at all. I've no idea why. Maybe it is just, we're in early autumn, late summer, so maybe they've just been overwhelmed by the straw from this year. Not too sure. I've not been down here for a while. It's the way we used to go to Peter Wood's farm and also James's farm. Okay. So we'll just reverse it up to his shed, as we always used to do. It's a really good low loader. Very happy. Only thing is, he might have to unload these since I have no way of doing it. I suppose we could roll them off the back. That was surprisingly easy. Yeah, you just roll them off the back. Okay, so yeah, time is pressing on. We must get back to the farm. We need to get things loaded up and taken to the field. So we have the baler in the top yard. That is probably the one thing which is going to be going on the back of a tractor, like the Ford. Any kind of odds and ends we have, bags of fertiliser, I'll take later, after the vlog. The pressure washer will probably sell, actually. Be good to get a different one, probably a new one. But all this stuff here needs to go on here. So stabilizers down to begin with. And let's get those hydraulic ramps down. There we go. Let the loading begin. I can use my small vintage tractor for this. It's taken some time to load, but it's pretty good. We got more than I thought we would do. So that can go on that. We can drive that ourselves, probably. But we could come back for it when we take the mowers. But that is good. I don't think there's anything else in the top yard, except for the baler. Maybe a front loader attachment? Yeah, there is. So minor things which I can just sort out later. But yeah, this is the majority of it, so let's take it. Well, I think everything's been fine until we got on this bumpy track. Looks like things were bouncing about a bit. Anyway, we're here now. If things fall off, it's not the end of the world. Oh, you're getting quite a bit of machinery here now. So yeah, everything else which you've seen, I'll bring across a bit later on. But this is the majority of it anyway. So we'll just put it over here, and I can get everything unloaded. Right, engine off. Let's jump out. Oh, hello Hive. Made me jump.
How many more machines are you bringing here?
Well, that's almost everything. It's a big job.
Yeah, I can see that. Has James bought your farm now?
Pretty much. It's going to be flattened.
How awful.
Yep. Some people just don't respect the countryside.
Have you found a new farm yet?
Not yet. I'm still trying to find the best one.
Will you still be visiting this area?
Oh yeah, all the time. After all, I have this field here, and I might even try and buy another field, and then it'll be like a satellite farm.
That's good then.
Absolutely. Right, well, I don't know if I was happy about me bringing all this stuff here, but, well, it's here. I don't know. I have to, otherwise I'm going to have to pay storage fees or something. Anyway, thanks for watching everybody, and I'll see you again very soon. Bye for now.